Even if you force a horse to the stream, you can never force the horse to drink water. And this is the issue. I mean, the problem that we have with most of the religions that we are, forced on us as Africans. So when we talk about awakening, it's not something you force on people. I know there are a lot of our people that are still not conscious, that we've been tricked, that we've been manipulated, we've been duped all these years, believing in what we are not supposed to believe in. Lies that has no benefit. We bought them, and it wasn't as if it was cheap. We paid heavy price for them. I mean, bloods were shed. We lost almost everything. We lost our right, we lost our pride, we lost our identity. Because we were forced to buy lies that has no benefit whatsoever for us. So if we are going to really push the agenda, the awakening agenda, we have to do it in a way that people will come to the realization that this ought to be. It can't be forced on them. Because if we are forcing it on them, that means there is something behind it. We want people to understand it, because it's about knowledge. It's about understanding that maybe what you thought it was is not actually what it is. That the issue goes just beyond what you've been told is your fate. That what you've been taught all this while is not actually the truth. Imagine telling a child of 19 years, a young man of 19 years or a young woman of 19 years that the person he or she has been calling father all this while is not actually her father. How will she feel? Or is not actually his father. How will he feel? So it's a big problem, because many people have put in 50, 20, 30, 10, 15 years. And at this particular point, because they have put in so much years believing in a lie, it is difficult for you to really convince them that the lie does not actually exist. How can you convince them when to them it's like the whole world is believing in this lie? So how can it be a lie? And to worsen the situation, many have what they call proof to support the lie. So we need to awaken our people. It's not an automatic process. It's a gradual process. Like I said, so many have waking up. There are still those who are waking, like us, who are just, getting up from sleep, realizing, and then opening their eyes to see reality. Because actually, when the mind is blind, the eyes becomes useless. That is the truth. And the worst thing you can do is to really drop it hard on an African, because he won't accept it. So you let it drop a little by little, a little. But that's why I say it's a gradual process. We have to really have patience with our people, because it's not easy. I know how long it took me to really wake up, to understand that we've been fooled. Honestly, we've been fooled. At the point I was asking myself, I said, what is actually real? Is there anything that is real? Because everything seems to... You feel so... You get so angry with yourself. You feel, why have you believed this all this while, when you know actually it does not really exist? And these people they are very good at what they do. They are very good at what they do. You see, If you've not really lived in the midst of Europeans, you will not know what deception is all about. A man is laughing with you, he is smiling, he is hugging you, but in his heart he hates you more than hell. I'm not saying there are no good, there are those that have good heart, fine. But what I'm trying to say is that these people are good at what they do. And that is why they are still carrying our people along. You see, the issue is that many people don't understand what it means to be deceived. Deception is not 100% lie. Deception is a certain percentage of lies, mixed with truth. And that is why it's difficult for you to, really convince people that this is a lie. It's deception because there are some elements of truths in it. But if you can filter it and bring out the truth and then position them the way they are supposed to be positioned, then the person you are talking to will be able to understand from the angle you are looking at it and say, yes, this is actually deception. Because deception is not, honestly, deception is not just lies. Excuse me. It's not lies. It's a level of lies mixed with some little percentage of truth, and that is why it can deceive. So I feel that we are all going to move along well, but like I said, some people are still sleeping. Some are even very, very deep asleep, and you can't just, no matter how you shake them, no matter how you try to, raise them up, they will still fall back to sleep because to them the sleep is sweet. So we need to understand it. But like I said, we must come together. We must move in one direction. We must also move towards one destination. For us to really overcome this situation, and really, free ourselves from this mental slavery or whatever oppression that is going on, we need to work as a team. All hands must be at work. We will have to come together and move. Not forget about your selfish interests. Let's work as a community, and we can really overcome. That is when we can really overcome these people. I understand that each and every one of us have our goals, but remember that we have a destiny that is interwoven. And this destiny that is interwoven is the ability and our act to really come together as a people. And then come back and move to the place of glory, because we have a place, we have a place of glory. We have a place that we are supposed to be in, a place of glory. And it has been taken away from us. Why? Because they taught us that everything that we had was not good. So we have to replace what we have with ours. When we are asking your children to go to school, their conventional school, right? Now, and when they are going to school, they wear their clothes. They dress like them. Now, what do you think they were doing? They were killing your culture. They were killing your culture. Just like, look at me. I'm dressed in their attire. Most of us find it comfortable wearing their attire and not our own. Why? Because over the years, they have been able to really damage what was meant to be ours. Although some of us who are in the West now, the weather is cold, so we have no option than to throw on jacket and things like that. But then, what I'm trying to say is that even those in Africa, where the weather is hot, it is only when we are in our time we think we are corporate, but we have more corporate wears. So, but the area I'm going to is that they gradually killed everything that made us what we are. And to resurrect them, we have to gradually also work on them and bring them up again. I understand where you are, but I want you to know that we can come out of this. Not just coming out of it, we can come out of it strong and very successful. But we need to work as a team.